Hello everyone. Thank you for jumping onto my channel and enjoying some yoga today. I'm happy that you found some time for yourself to roll out your mat and just be with yourself. Even if it's for half the video or just the meditation part, you're taking some time for yourself, and that is what matters. My name is Justine. For those of you who are new here, make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you subscribe and like the video below. You can also drop in the comments some more classes that you would like to see, or maybe some postures you want to be in longer or that you don't like at all. I'm open to all sorts of feedback. And also make sure that you look down in the description of the video, because I will put the times around where like the meditation ends and then where we enter Shavasana, just for those of you who are not wanting to participate in the meditation portion of the practice. That way you can just skip right to where the practice starts and jump in from there. However, I do recommend that you do the meditation at the beginning of practice and at the end of practice. It really just makes the practice all tie itself together, and working on our mind is just as important as working on our bodies. But of course, it is your practice, so do what serves you best. So today we are going to do about a 60-minute vinyasa flow. We're going to start things off nice and simple. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit, and then we're going to wind everything back down. As always, the class is open to all levels. So make sure that you are ready and you are in the space to just listen to what your body needs. If you need a lot today, I will offer places for you to go deeper into the stretches. And if you're just wanting to dial it back a little bit, then I will also offer the modifications to maybe just take it a little bit easier on yourself today. Okay, so we're going to begin our practice. We're going to start how we always do in meditation. If you have practiced with me lots before, you know that I am a firm believer in meditation can be practiced in any position. It does not have to be the seated position. However, just find yourself comfy. So if this is seated, that's great. If it's laying down on your back or your belly or your side or leaning up against a wall, whatever feels best for you, I want you to do that. And when you're ready, we're going to rest the hands down into the lap or where they feel most comfortable. And when you feel ready and safe to do so, just closing down those eyes. And starting to just really focus on the breath. Maybe feel the shoulder blades roll down onto your back. Opening up the chest space. Simply focusing on the inhale and the exhale. Breath coming in the body, and breath leaving the body. When your mind starts to wander to the places of who, what, where, when, why, all the questions, all the curiosities, simply bring yourself back to the breath, focusing on the inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And breathing out with that exhale, whatever has you feeling weighed down or feeling anxious or stressed out, just breathe it out with that breath. If it feels appropriate for you to set an intention, to say a prayer, maybe a gesture or a mantra to yourself, coming into the space to do so. You can leave your hands where they feel comfortable, or you can bring your palms together at your heart center for Anjali Mudra. As we set this intention, it is like planting a seed in between the palms and resting it into the heart space for it to grow and blossom. It is there for you whenever you need. A gentle reminder that you can always come back to your breath and your intention at any point through our practice. To ground, to recenter. Releasing your hands. Taking a nice big inhale through the nose and releasing with a nice big audible exhale. And blinking open those eyes when you feel ready. Hello. Okay. So we're going to make sure we're getting into a nice comfortable seat. If you're not there already, legs crossed. We like to refer to this in yoga as easy pose. If you need to, lifting up those bum cheeks just to remove any of that meat there. So we're sitting right onto those sits bones. We're sitting nice and tall. Feel those shoulders roll back. Maybe we do a couple of shoulder rolls. Okay. We're going to drop our chin down towards our chest. Taking a nice big inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to roll our right ear over to our right shoulder. And exhale, bringing that chin back to your chest. Inhaling left ear to your left shoulder. Exhaling chin to chest. Inhaling right ear to right shoulder. Exhaling chin to chest. And continuing to follow your breath. Inhaling the left ear over to the left shoulder. And as we exhale, again, coming to that center point. And inhaling the right ear to the right shoulder. And we're going to pause here. So you can stay just like this. This is the entry of the pose. And you might be feeling a lot. It also depends how you slept, how you drove, all those funny things we do to our bodies. If you want to feel this stretch a little bit deeper in your body, however, taking your left hand and just walking it out to the side, like a little kickstand. If you still need more, take that left hand and bind it around your back so that forearm is resting to the low back. If you're still wanting more, you can take that right hand and bring it to the top side, so that left side of your head, and just gently resting it there. We want to be able to make sure we're taking nice big full breaths. Taking a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, release any arm position you had and breathing that chin down to your chest. And we will inhale the left ear over to the left shoulder. And we're going to do the same thing here. Remember, this is a different side of your body, so it's going to feel different than the right side. It's going to need maybe the same, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. Just going to fix my mic. So if you're wanting that more, remember you can walk the right hand out to the side. You can wrap the right hand around the back for that bind. Or you can bring that left hand up to rest on that top right side of your head. Great, big inhale. And as we exhale, once again, we unwind, bringing ourselves back into that center. Inhaling, lifting that head up. We're going to inhale, breathe those arms up, dropping that right hand down, reaching that left hand up, and we're going to exhale over to that right hand side, coming in for a nice lateral bend. Inhale up just a little bit, and exhale back down. One more time. We'll hold it here. Biggest thing in this posture is we find people tend to lift from that left hip. We want to make sure we're nice and rooted and neither of those sits bones are lifting from your mat. You can possibly bring your gaze up into that left hand. Inhale the center. We're going to drop the left hand and we're going to go over to the right. Sorry, over to the left. Inhale up just a little bit and exhale it back down. One more time. We're going to hold it here. Checking in with that right hip and sits bone. Are they lifting? And maybe bringing the gaze to the hand. Inhale, we come to center, and finally we twist. So as we exhale, we're going to twist over towards that right hand side. Left hand is coming to the right knee, and your right hand is coming behind you. You can stay really gentle with this, just coming to where the body naturally will twist to. If you wish to work a little bit deeper, as you inhale, feel your spine lengthening and straightening. And as you exhale, work into that twist a little deeper. Inhale, both arms to center, and we'll go over towards that left side with a twist. Right hand coming to that left knee and the left hand behind. Using your breath to work deeper into the twist if you choose. Inhale, back to center. Release those hands down. We're going to crawl forward onto all fours, and we're going to come into Balasana or child's pose. So let's bring those big toes together. The knees can be as wide as the mat or as close together as touching. That is yogi's preference. We're going to walk those hands out in front of us, resting the forehead to the mat, taking a nice few breaths here. Feeling the body nice and connected. Maybe reminding yourself of that intention. With your next inhale, bringing yourself back into that all fours position. Possibly stretching out those legs if that's what you need. Okay, we're going to do a really quick cat-cow. As we inhale, we bring our gaze up. We feel our belly button dropping towards the floor. Exhale, we round through the back, tucking that chin towards your chest. Inhale, scooping forward. And exhale to round. Do that a few more times with your own breath. All right, when you feel ready, coming into that neutral spine, tuck your toes and send your hips up into our first down dog of our practice. Start to pedal out those legs. Sway your hips from side to side. Come up to the tippy toes, bend the knees. Do whatever feels good for you here. The feeling is intuitive and what feels natural. All right, we're going to enter with our sun A's. So let's inhale up onto those tippy toes and exhale to crouching tiger. We're warming up the legs. Inhale up to those tippy toes. Exhale down. 2 more times. Do you feel that burn in the legs yet? The quads are on fire. All right, landing into that down dog. Take a nice, great big inhale. And as you exhale, walk, step, or jump your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands beside your feet. Walk, step, or jump it back for your high plank. We're going to go through that vinyasa. So lower down, high plank, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice work. Pedal out those legs. We'll take a few breaths and then we'll go into a one more, maybe 2 more sun A's. What feels good today, guys? All right. Here we go. Inhale, filling all the way up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale all the way up, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Plant those hands, walk, step, or jump back, high plank, lowering down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's cycle through one more, friends. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, walk, step, jump your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, calm all the way up to standing, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant those hands, walk, step, jump back, high plank, lower it down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, nice open chest. Exhale to your down dog. All right, let's find some more movement. So we're going to stay nice and rooted into that down dog. You're going to lift your right leg up to the sky. And as we exhale, let's bring our right leg in between our hands. Keep that back left knee up. We're going to inhale to a crescent lunge. Yeah, we are. Breathing here. Let's Cactus those arms nice and open. Inhale, reach up, straighten that front leg. Exhale, come down, cactus those arms, drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Inhale those arms up. We're going to exhale the hands down to frame that front right foot. We're going to take our left hand, keep it to the inside of that right foot. We're going to inhale our right hand up to the sky. Okay, so we're going to keep it here for a few more breaths. If you would like to get into your left quadricep, bend your left knee, reaching that right hand back for your left foot. Hello, quadricep. All right, wherever you landed, nice big inhale. And as we exhale, we'll come back. So both hands are framing that right foot. Tuck the back toes, lifting the left knee. We're going to step the right foot back, high plank. Bring that left hand to the center of the mat, rolling to the outer edge of that left foot for a side plank, bringing that right hand up to the sky. If you need a little help with your balance here, dropping down that left knee to the ground. If you're wanting more of a challenge, floating up the right leg. Great big inhale. Exhale, we come back to our high plank. We're going to go through that vinyasa, cobra or up dog, landing back to your down dog. All right, let's do the other side. Right foot plants, left foot lifts. Exhale, that left foot's going to land to the center of your mat, keeping the back knee up for now. We inhale up, crescent lunge. All right, you probably just noticed something I did. So when I came up, I went like this. Okay, I'm flaring my ribs out. We don't want to do that. We want to keep the core nice and engaged. So we're going to make sure we're knitting the ribs in. We're feeling the core is nice and engaged. We're reaching up nice and high. Cactus those arms. All right, inhale, we lift the arms, straightening the leg. Exhale, back to your crescent lunge, cactus the arms, drop down that back right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, they come down to frame that left foot. Right hand roots, that left hand goes up to the sky. Again, if you want that quadricep stretch, bending that right knee and reaching your left hand back for the right foot. Great big inhale and exhale to come back with hands down towards the mat. Again, tucking the back toes so that right knee lifts, stepping back, high plank. We're going to come into the side plank. Right hand comes to the center of the mat. We're going to roll to that right edge of our foot. And when you feel ready, inhale that left arm up. Again, you have the options there to drop down that right knee for extra support or lifting the left foot for a little added challenge. Great big inhale. Exhale to your side, full plank, and go through your vinyasa. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale down to your down dog. If it feels better to be in a child's pose, you can definitely be in a child's pose. We're going to take about 4 breaths here. All right. If you're in a child's pose, coming back into that down dog. Our left foot is going to root, our right foot's going to come up, and as we exhale, we're going to step that right foot to the center of our mat, dropping that back foot down to a warrior one position. So at an angle, we're going to inhale up, warrior one. So again, that back foot is fully planted down and at about a 45-degree angle. Front knee is nice and bent, and the knee is right above the ankle. Check in with those ribs, and our hips are turned forward. Nice big breaths. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, we open up towards the left for our warrior two position. So that back left foot is now shifting, so the back edge is parallel to the back edge of your mat. The hips are opening to the left. Inhale, flipping that front palm up towards your ceiling. And as we exhale, we'll come in for an exalted warrior. Inhale back, warrior two. Drop that front forearm down to the front thigh. And great big inhale. We'll exhale, sweeping that back arm down, up and open for a nice extended side angle. All right, here's a variation. So you can stay just like this. You can reach both arms forward like you're holding a big beach ball. You can find your bind by bringing your right hand in front of that right thigh, wrapping it up and around, meeting your left hand behind your back. If you want to take it one more step further, you can come into birds of paradise. So we're going to step that back foot to the top edge of your mat to meet your right foot. And then when you're ready, take lift. Rooting down that left foot. Inhaling to straighten. And when you're ready, straightening that right leg as much as you can. Okay, if you ventured into that birds of paradise, make your way back to your warrior two when you're ready. Everybody else, inhale warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Reach forward with that front hand. Exhale, we come down for triangle pose. That front right hand, the fingertips are just resting to the mat. The hand is not fully there. Great big inhale. Exhale, both hands down to the front of your mat. Bend that front knee. We're going to step the back foot halfway up our mat in a warrior one position. So at a bit of an angle, but the stance is much closer. Keep the front leg straight. We inhale to halfway lift. Thinking of bending just at the hips. Exhale to fold. This is pyramid pose. We're going to breathe here. Maybe close down your eyes. Right, bring both hands to the front of your mat, just in front of that front right foot. And with your next inhale, lifting off that back foot. So the left toes are pointing down. Keep the hips nice and square. Coming in for a standing half split. Great big inhale, and we exhale. Bring that left foot to the top of your mat to meet your right foot. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And we exhale to fold. Bending the knees, relaxing, maybe wrapping your arms around your legs. Grabbing opposite elbows. Wrapping your peace fingers around your big toes. Just essentially letting yourself ragdoll. Releasing any grips you have. We'll inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, mountain pose. So bringing those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing them beside you and standing nice and tall. We're going to come in for tree pose. So we're working on the right side right now. So we're going to root the left foot, or no, let's root the right foot first, sorry. Feeling nice and rooted, finding a staring point. This is a huge thing to focus in yoga for balance. So finding something just to focus on that isn't going to move. Slowly starting to lift your left leg. And we're going to plant the left foot somewhere along this right leg. So it could be down here. Keep in mind the toes can stay connected. This is tree pose. You can go to the calf. We want to avoid the knee area, but then anywhere above the knee is acceptable as well. And your hands have lots of options. You can leave them where they feel comfortable. You can bring them out to the side. You can bring them up. You can bring them to prayer. Whatever feels best for you. If you want an added challenge here, closing down your eyes, seeing how important that focal point really is. All right, when you're ready, take an inhale, release those hands up, releasing your left foot. Exhale, set the foot down, and we go back to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands beside the feet. Walk or step or jump back for that high plank. We're going to go through that vinyasa, landing back into our down dog. Again, if a child's pose feels good for you, that's okay. That's great. I love a good child's pose. We're going to be here for about 4 breaths. All right, when you're ready, the left leg is going to lift. Sorry if you're in the child's pose coming to your down dog. And again, the left leg lifts. We're going to step the left foot in between our hands. Back foot drops to that warrior 1 position, and we inhale up, warrior 1. Check in with those ribs. Back foot is fully planted. The front knee, is in line with that ankle. And the hips are facing forward. Great big inhale, and we exhale to warrior 2. Hips are opening towards the right, and that back foot is now fully parallel to the back edge of your mat, and you're staring down that front hand. Inhale, front palm flips to the ceiling. We exhale to sweep it back for your exalted warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, front arm drops, and we sweep that front arm forward. Extended side angle. Again, you have all the same options here. You can stay where you're at, dropping down the left hand, maybe finding the bind. And if you found the bind and you want to entertain your birds of paradise, stepping that back foot to the front of your mat. And when you're ready, inhaling to straighten. And then when you feel ready, eventually straightening that left leg. If you found your birds of paradise, make your way back to your warrior 2. As we all inhale into that warrior 2, straighten your front leg, reach forward. Exhale, we come on down for that triangle pose. Bringing your gaze up to the ceiling. Take a great big inhale. And as we exhale, we'll bring both hands down to frame that front foot, adjusting the back foot. So we're almost in a high runner's lunge. Stepping that back foot halfway up your mat, landing it into that warrior 1 position. And again, our stance is quite short here. Straighten the front leg. We inhale to halfway lift. Folding just at the hips. We fold forward, coming down for that pyramid posture. Bringing both hands in front of that front left foot. Inhale, lifting the right foot up behind you. Toes are pointing down. Keep those hips nice and square. Standing half split. And when you're ready, we exhale down into that forward fold position. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold, allowing yourself just to be in that rag doll. Maybe sway the hips. Maybe you're still bringing your hastas under your padas, so your hands under your feet. And remember, you can have as big of a bend in those knees as you need. Releasing any grips with those hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to stand all the way up. Arms go up and we exhale down to our mountain pose. Maybe offering yourself a gentle reminder of your intention or just why you landed on your mat today. All right, it's our left side, so it's usually our shaky side for most of us. We root the left foot down, find that spot you're going to focus on, and when you're ready, inhaling that right foot up and connecting it to the inside of that left leg. Anywhere but the knee. Choosing what feels good for your hand placement. And again, if you want that added challenge of closing down your eyes, go for it. When you're ready, inhale those arms up, release your right foot. Exhale, setting the foot down, and we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands beside your feet, walk, step, or jump back, high plank, and we're gonna go through that vinyasa. Landing back to your down dog. Nice big breaths. All right, let's start to wind this down. We're gonna root the left foot, inhale the right leg up to the sky, and as we exhale, we're gonna come for pigeon pose. So we're bringing that right knee to our right wrist and our right ankle to our left wrist. Beautiful, we're in the hips now. Okay, so when I teach my classes to come into pigeon, there's a few alignment things that I wanna focus on. So we wanna make sure that the knee is up as high as possible, and we wanna have this foot as high as possible as well. But of course, if you need to have it as tucked in, that is okay. We wanna feel the hips are nice and square. So when we bring the hands to tent out in front of us, we're feeling nice and tall. And then as we exhale, we're gonna start to slowly lower ourselves. So we're not rushing into the posture. We're gonna take it one step at a time. If at all you feel like you wanna go further into the posture, that is great. But just using the breath and trying to find as much stillness. We're gonna be here for a few breaths, so just close yourself down, close the eyes down. Start to focus on the breath. Go back into that place where we were when we began the practice in meditation of stillness and breath. We're going to be here for a few more breaths, but if you would like to come into a pigeon variation, now is the time to do so. If you're interested in what that is, we're going to walk the hands up. We're going to bend that back right knee, and then you can reach for that right foot with either of your hands. So your left hand, or your right hand, or you can do both. All right, releasing that foot if you have a hold of it. If you're still laying down, inhale to come back up. We'll all take a nice big inhale, and as we exhale, we send that right foot back up and open. Open up those hips for a nice three-legged down dog, opening up. And if you want to flip into your wild thing, flashing that chest up to the ceiling, opening up your heart, go for it. And then coming back down into your three-legged down dog, setting down the right foot, and we'll do that again with the left, inhaling the left foot up, and we'll exhale, bringing that left knee to our left wrist, and the left ankle over to the right side of your mat. Feeling nice and tall, nice and square in the hips, great big inhale. And as you exhale, just lowering yourself as much as your body is going to allow you to do so today. Remember to try and find that stillness, to find the breath, trying to unclutter the mind. And when that conversation does come into the mind, make it as kind as possible. I challenge you from this point and for the rest of your day or evening today to meet yourself with kindness, to meet yourself with grace, to meet yourself like you would meet your best friend or your partner, with love and compassion. Be gentle to yourself. If you'd like to come into a pigeon variation, now is the time. Or if you'd like to stay where you're at, that's perfectly fine as well. Walking yourself up, bending into that back knee, and again, reaching for that foot with either or possibly both of your hands, depending on where your practice is at. Mine is no longer there after having a baby a few months ago. It's just not quite back where it used to be, but we're all works in progress, right? And our practices ebb and flow. So just that reminder to meet yourself where you're at, and where you're at is perfect and where you're supposed to be right now. So releasing that back foot whenever you're ready, we'll come into how we entered pigeon. We'll take a nice great big inhale, tucking those back toes, and then sending that left leg up and through, opening up those hips towards the left side of the room, bending into that left knee. And if it feels good, come into your wild thing. And then coming all the way back, three-legged down dog, setting down that left leg, pedal out those legs. Take a nice big inhale, and as we exhale, walk, step, jump your way to the top of your mat and find a seat. All right, so we're going to do just a few more postures to close out our practice, and then come into a shavasana, which is where I will hold the space and you will relax, and then we will close out our practice together. So first we're going to come into a forward butterfly. So as we're seated, we're going to bring the feet together, knees are out to the side. If you need to put any pillows or blankets underneath the feet, underneath the knees, please feel free to do so. Sitting up nice and tall, we take a great big inhale, sitting up nice and straight, and we exhale, we're going to fold ourselves forward. Keeping a nice long spine. All right, when you're ready, walking yourself back up to center, keeping our legs in that butterfly position. We're gonna have the hands behind us and we're gonna slowly walk ourselves back. Maybe just resting onto the forearms if that's where you're at, or coming all the way back. But please remember that at any point you can straighten out those legs as much as you need. We don't wanna have any pain or extreme discomfort in the hips or the groin. Being uncomfortable is okay, but no pain. With your next inhale, bring those knees together and hug them in towards your chest, rocking nice and slow back and forth. Take a great big inhale, lay those arms out in a T position to each side. And as we exhale, we're going to allow those knees to fall over to the right hand side, keeping your shoulder blades nice and flat on your mat. Gaze going up to the ceiling or maybe over towards the left, whatever feels best. You can also bring that right hand and rest it on top of the left leg. Inhale, bringing yourself back to center, hugging those knees in. Let your spine have a nice little reset. Arms go back out to the side and we'll drop the knees over to the left, repeating the same thing. Maybe bringing the gaze over towards the right or just straight up to the ceiling. And bringing those knees in, giving yourself that hug. And coming into whatever posture feels good for you to close your practice. I'm going to turn sideways to show you some options, a little more camera friendly. All right, so a few options are happy baby, which is a popular one. So reaching for the outside edges of those feet, opening up the feet so they're facing towards the ceiling and pulling those knees down towards the earth. Happy baby. You can come into waterfall, extending the legs up nice and tall. If that feels good, you can come into plow. That was shoulder stand, sorry. This would be your plow. Whatever feels best for you, doing that. Maybe it's just tugging the knees in and rocking side to side, nice and gently. And when you're ready, laying yourself down onto your back, using a bolster or a pillow or blankets or whatever feels good. Palms are facing up to the ceiling to receive energy, or they're facing down to the ground for grounding energy. Closing down your eyes and coming in for your Shavasana. This is the point of the practice where it is my job to hold the space for you. So I am here, whatever you may need. Know that you are in a safe space. And I will bring the energy back into the space when the time is right. So do your best to just let go and relax. If there is one thing in life that I may tell you, let it be that you are home. Your body is the only house that you will ever truly own. Maybe it has got some broken windows, and there may be tear stains on the floor. You may lock the things that you wish you were or weren't behind its many doors. But there is a wisdom on its bookshelves and a laugh to light the rooms. There is a vase upon the table where the love you've grown all blooms. Dreams sit on the mantelpiece next to kindness and your trust. Where you use them all so often, they have no time to collect dust. So please do not look at that mansion with that envy in your eye. There is more that makes a home than its appearance or its size. Your body is your shelter. You deserve to love it all. Don't let the world stand around outside and tell you how or what colors you can paint your walls. How lucky that you have somewhere to protect you from the night. And if there are cracks left from the past, well then, I guess they just let in more light. Bringing energy back into your body, small movements and tingles, movements of your fingers and toes. Maybe rolling your wrists and your ankles. Maybe stretching your arms nice and big up above your head and your feet out nice and long. And when you're ready, choosing to roll over to either the left or the right hand side of the room. Your left hand side representing energy and your right representing relaxation. Either side, a chance to start new, fresh. Every time we walk onto our mats, we get to walk off of our mats who we want to be. Our yoga practice allows us to shift our focus, mind, body, and spirit. And when you're ready, joining me into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed, and resting your hands into your lap or bringing them into Anjali Mudra to close out our practice. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale together, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries, and may the breeze blow new strength into your being. May you walk gently through this world and know the beauty for all the days of your life. With all of my light and all of my love, Namaste. Thank you all so very much. It was an honor to be here with you today. Again, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, send your comments my way, share it with your friends, and check out the other classes. And of course, every week there will be new content added, so check it out. And of course, like I just said, comment below if you have opinions on what the new content should be, more classes you like, what classes you're not liking. Let me know so I can give you what you would like. I am happy to be here for you, and I'm so excited to see you again soon. Thanks so much.